Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a first impression for a foundation, which I don't think I've tested a foundation on here in a while. So today the foundation is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. So you've seen this around YouTube. There have been a couple reviews like Kathleen Lights, other people like that, that I have seen, but I wanted to test it out on my skin for you guys. So I have been kind of on a journey trying to figure out what types of foundations work best for my skin. My skin, as I'm like getting a little bit older, is starting to become a little bit more dry. Right now it is summertime, August obviously, so it's pretty hot, so I am sweating through foundations like this, but in the winter time I was really struggling. Like I just had horrible makeup because it was just dry, caked on, crusty. I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I just think, you know, it's just happening with age. So perfect timing that this came out, so I want to test it for you guys. So we're just gonna dive right in. As you can see, I have some friends with us right here, so you're really gonna be able to see how much this covers because these are pretty red right now. So I do like that it's in a pump and it's in a frosted container. This is a plastic, but it does have the vibe of glass. It's really nice looking. I have the color Light 70W, which is pretty dark for something to say light on it, just in my opinion. So I'm going to squirt this out on my little guy right here, and I'm going to use a sponge. This is the Real Techniques sponge, and it is pretty liquidy, as you can see, runny. So I know a sponge is really going to suck this up, so I'm gonna do one side with a sponge and one with a brush. The brush I have is the Morphe M439, this guy right here. I did clean it, but it is just stained like right in the middle. Okay, so let's do the sponge side right here, because I want to try and get maximum coverage out of this side. Sponge. Good color. Okay, so that didn't even use up everything that I had squirted out, and coverage is so nice off the bat. I do really like this shade. It's really matching me right now. Still gonna bring it down the neck. I don't even think I need to use a brush, but for the sake of you guys, I will, just in case you like to use a foundation brush instead of a sponge. But I mean, like, look at the difference. I'm so far impressed because usually a runny foundation, a sponge will really soak it up and you need to use a lot of it, but I'm impressed. All right, so one more squirt and then I'm gonna go in with my brush and we are going to do this side. I don't like it with a brush. I feel like this is eating up the product, which is kind of strange for this. Because like, look at the coverage over there and then look over here. Like this definitely looks a little bit more flawless. So I'm gonna continue with the sponge. Yeah, see, look, that's covering that a lot better. Okay, so both sides are done. The only drawback to a hydrating foundation when you have some acne going on is it makes it a little shiny. So we are definitely going to powder and do the rest of our makeup, but so far so good. I'm interested to see how this is going to powder because it is just such a hydrating foundation. Even though this side has really set down nicely. It's a little tiny bit tacky, but I think powder will adhere nicely to it. It's not like it's sopping wet. And this side is definitely drying down. God, this sucker is just so annoying. It's from my mask. I know it. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I am thoroughly impressed with this foundation. Powder went on so nice. Everything looks cohesive. Nothing is breaking up. I did use the Pretty Fresh concealer just to kind of, you know, stick with the theme. And those blended together very nicely. Impressed with that. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, I did prime my face with the Smashbox primer water. That's the only thing. I didn't use a pore filler or anything like that, just because I wanted to see how this reacts without it, because not everybody uses a pore filler. I really need one, but it's not that bad right now without it. So I'm very impressed when it comes to that. Coverage is very nice, unexpected. I thought since it was runny, it would be a little more sheer. Usually some hydrating foundations tend to be a little bit more sheer. I want to say this is a medium coverage. I can still see some of my freckles like on my nose and stuff like that, but it did cover these guys. I wouldn't say like really well, but they are covered. I did forget to spray, so I'll use the Colourpop Pretty Fresh spray. This has such a beautiful mist, like just so airy and light, and this smells kind of like coconutty. Love that. So yeah, it is just sitting very nicely on the skin. It's not sinking into any lines or pores right now. I've had some disasters with some hydrating foundations, and this is so much better than that. I did use the Peach Perfect mattifying powder on this. So it is giving me like a matte finish right now, but it doesn't feel matte. It feels very comfortable on the skin. Like it doesn't feel like I'm being sucked dry of all of the moisture on my skin, and we will see how hydrating this is throughout the rest of the day once this powder starts to wear off. So hopefully it gives us a nice pretty sheen and not looking insanely oily. I love when I get just a really nice sheen going, so we will see. All right, it is 5 o'clock right now, which is a little late to be doing this, but I worked and then I came home. So I'm actually going to be doing some stuff around the house, like some laundry, and we're probably going to go for a walk around like 7:30. It's only like, I think it's like low 70s out, so it's not too hot. So this will be a really great test for this foundation outside. So I will be back towards the end of the night to give you my final thoughts. Okay guys, I am back. It is 8:22, so I've had this on for like 3 hours and 45 minutes, something like that, from when I first applied with the sponge. I am starting to get tired and I want to wash this off. I want to take a nice hot shower and listen to one of Peter Mon's vlogs, and I want to sit in bed and read. So that's why I'm ending this video here. So the foundation, I am very impressed with this. I love the coverage. I like the formula. I like the finish. I like the color that I got. It has a decent shade range. Let me pull it up for you. So I got mine at Ulta, which was great because I was able to see the colors and kind of not test them out, but kind of like hold it up to my skin. This is on Ulta. If you can see, they have tons and tons of colors. Their darkest color is Deep Dark 215N. They have 5 colors in Deep Dark. Looks like they have 5 colors in each area, except medium's a little bigger. Yeah, 5 light, 4 fair. So The shade range is really good, and then this retails for $16. So I think $16 for a foundation is super affordable. I mean, these days at Sephora, the foundations are like $42. That's just one price that really sticks in my head. So for something that I really enjoy, 16 is an easy buy. I like how it did stay covering my little friends here. I did go for a walk. We walked about like a mile because it was gonna start raining, and it was around 73 degrees. I was sweating a little bit because our neighborhood does have some hills in it. But yeah, I really recommend this. I like it a lot. It isn't getting too oily in my T-zone. I am getting a little shine right here, which I don't mind. I do like that. But if I was wearing this probably like 3 more hours, like if I was at work, I would definitely need to powder. But I mean, I do that with even matte foundations, so not a problem at all. Even though this is a hydrating foundation, I could see people with combination skin like me, or even teetering a little bit more towards oily. I think you guys could use this as well. If you can get your hands on a sample somehow, I definitely would try it out if you are more oily, just to see how it works with your skin, because everybody's different. But I do have combination skin, drier out here, oilier in the T-zone, but like I said at the beginning of the video, my skin has started to become like a little bit more dry as time has gone on. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this foundation. I really like this. I think this is going to become a staple in my collection, and I can see myself using it a lot. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.